This is a good one. How many people actually think that if you got $1 million, like that's going to do something, that you're going to be happy? Is that thought hiding in you somewhere? Because there's all kinds of justification that will try to make that true. They'll say, yeah, but especially if you don't have any money. Even that's not true though. I'm going to give an example of what I mean by that, but first, you say like, damn, I don't have much money. Like if I could get just, you know, $1 million, I could get a nice car and I don't have to struggle and I don't have, you know, blah, blah, blah. All you got to do is look at, there's some videos on this and they have like, they're incognito and they change their voice and everything. And they talk about how these people who are rich party and they just destroy everything. They're insane. They rent these big hotels out and then the cleaners come the next day to clean and there's feces on the ceiling and they're just like like what the hell do these people do? You can find all kinds of things like that on cruises and ships. And why? Because man, they've already had all the money. They've got everything they wanted. There's no dopamine left for them. They can't get dopamine. They're a dopamine junkie. There's no dopamine left to shoot. They've done everything. So then they can resort, they just got to keep going darker and darker and darker. And then they start doing some really weird stuff. Now, am I saying every millionaire is like that? No, I'm just giving an example. Just giving an example. If it was that easy, that if you had $1 million, you're going to be happy, they'd all be happy. How many celebrities and models end up doing drugs or killing themselves? I mean, look at Kurt Cobain. He was really good. It's like, why did he kill himself? Yeah, because success and popularity and money don't do anything. They make you restless if you're not grounded already in a spiritual practice or state. You can't handle it. Like people, you become insane. You can't. Look, Conor McGregor. I know his state. I remember how I used to be when I was a teenager. I have so much energy and I would keep getting it from people that I was around. They were like my audience and they liked the things I was doing. They kept giving me energy. I just couldn't handle. I'd have to just go. I just was just crazy. You're crazy. You just go out and start a fight or you'll just do something crazy. This is how people land in jail. And the problem is you got a bunch of money, you can buy your way out. That's a problem because then that postpones the bottom that would help you if you hit some bottom. At some point, Conor's going to have to look at himself. Life, we don't have to worry about it. Life's taking care. Like, we're not running this show. Life's going to construct a situation, some kind of bottom, and then people like that are going to be forced to see their self. It's just, there's no way around it. But the other thing is when you watch these, why are the manifestation videos so popular? You know, and here, take this $300 course, and we're going to show you how to change your life, and you can be great, and then you're going to be happy. There's a guy saying on one of these videos, like, take this course, you'll make a bunch of money, and you'll be able to buy, well, he gave a bunch of examples. You can buy a car, and you can buy, he said like this, think of how nice it would be. You could buy any Apple product on the website. And then he was saying like, I don't have to worry about paying rent. I don't have to worry about like driving a car. Oh, I can get also a good girl because like she feels secure. He's giving all these, and then he said, how can you not be happy with all that? People buy that. See, he's young. He doesn't know yet. Even older people don't know yet. If you've been rich from the get-go, from the beginning, you will see at some point you're going to go into a depression because you're going to see it's not true. Anything that's not true, you're going to, but you're believing it's true, you're going to suffer that. So these rich people that imagined that would make them happy, at some point they're going to see it doesn't. It may not be this life either. It could be next life. There's so many things to get involved here with and just keep getting dopamine stimulation that, yeah, you might die imagining that you're happy. But some of you already know this, so I'm talking to you. Those that already know this, yeah, go to my spiritual channel or find some, you're hungry for, divinity. You're hungry for, you want to experience the God power. Something in you knows. You know, this is the only thing that's going to satisfy me. Yeah. There's many probably, who are on the cusp. They're kind of, I don't know, like something intuitive, because the voice speaks very soft, knows that, like, yeah, this external world's not where it's at. But yet I feel compelled. I can't stop chasing these things. Something in you knows, but this isn't where it's at. These are the videos. These videos are for you. It's for you, and also those who already know. This is who the videos are for. That's a very small number on the planet. The mainstream, the mainstream is the majority of the planet. The mainstream, like mainstream videos. How to be rich, how to be successful, how to manifest, you see. So I think I appreciate the algorithm. It's doing a good job not sending to those people. It's good. I'm sending to the people, like I say, you already know this truth. So when you hear things, when you hear somebody repeating back to you what you already know, it gives you some inspiration and power. This is the purpose of good books and good videos and good teachers. So you're way ahead of the game. Because the mind will say, you know how many people, man, we can't see, we see things with such narrow perspective. If you saw in a broader picture of things, because the mind could be beating you up saying, like, what's wrong? Why don't you have any money? Look at these people, they're so happy they have money. You don't realize you can be in a higher state than them. You're in a higher state than they are. They haven't yet realized that this stuff that they think is making them happy is actually counterfeit. They haven't come to that realization yet. You already have that realization. So for a lot of you, there's no motivation to make the money, because it's like, who cares? I remember the first time I made, at that time it was a lot of money, I made $10,000 in 1 month selling cars. I was like 23 or something. Man, I said these exact words to myself. I'm like, I feel like I just sold my soul to the devil. That's how, when I left that day and went home. I'm like, this isn't worth it, man. It takes energy to make money. For what? If it's not gonna, like, make you happy, why are you gonna waste your energy? So what was I talking about? Oh, that's right. So I'm saying some of you are already higher. Those of you who you don't care about making money, but yet the society keeps telling you you should, so it creates this conflict inside. And I was saying, if you see things from a broader picture, you'll realize you're at a higher level than a lot of these rich people, these millionaires who keep, who make videos and try to, like, tell you this is what you got to do to be rich. If they really had any level of self-realization, there's no way they can make a video saying, like, alluding to, like, this is going to make you happy, because they'd be lying. So by default, that means they haven't recognized that truth yet. So they're going to hit some kind of bottom at some point. Life is going to show them, like, whoa, this whole big thing that my idea of success and all my material accolades, it doesn't do anything. Life is going to give them that situation at some point. And then they might watch videos similar to these. So if you're already there, you understand? You're at a higher level than the so-called millionaires. Millionaire doesn't mean anything, man. That's not, it's just so, like, who cares? Who cares they got $1 million? Like, it means nothing. Who cares if they're a celebrity? It means nothing. We're conditioned to think that actually means something. I don't care about those things. I'm not impressed by celebrities or anybody. I've had a few who contact me, and I don't care. We're focused on, like, what's your level of consciousness and devotion to wake up to the truth. This is what I care about. I don't care about the package. What does that matter? That's a lot of work. Usually they're hard to work with because they got a chip on their shoulder. They expect special treatment because they're used to getting it. I don't, you can't mess with somebody who don't want anything. What are you gonna do? You can't, you know? That's why some of these yogis, the ones that live out in the woods, I don't know, there's probably not many now, but in the Himalayas, they don't need anything. There's some stories, I don't remember, I'll try to find it. But just quickly, like there was a story of a saint, a Baba, and he just lived outside, and he'd use a rock for a pillow, he'd put some leaves over him, you know, if he got cold, he ate whatever, he was in the jungle, he ate, and then he had very high level self-realization, and the king sent one of his people to go bring him to the kingdom, because the king was a little bit higher. He's a little bit higher because he was a king, and he realized, at least on some level, like being a king didn't really do anything. He wasn't feeling good. He didn't have any serenity, and he heard about this yogi that was just living out in the woods, who was just ecstatic with serenity. So he sent the servant to go get him because he wanted some of that. But he tried to buy him. Told the servant, he said, look, tell him, I'll give him whatever. I got gold and jewelry, I got girls. And so the servant went to him, was telling the yogi, and the yogi's like, what are you talking about, man? I'm cool. Like, I don't want anything. I don't need anything. I can't be bought. You see, because he's found the true source to happiness. And so this is what we're talking about here. I've been in India, and I lived there 5 years, and I was all over India. And there's a lot of people who Western mentality would judge as being poor. Man, they're so much happier than your average person who has a bunch of money. They have a natural, just inner harmony and serenity. They're not taking pills. You know how many millionaires are taking pills? They're all addicted to something, taking sleeping pills. They're just all messed up. That's what you want? You think that's happiness? These villagers are chilling hard. I liked them. I really liked the village girls. Yeah, I used to edge on them like crazy. All right, I think we're done. I'll see you.